Hello everybody, my name is Mike from m.a.d Gaming, and it's Sunday, so it's time to read some comments, but first, as always, it's time to hydrate myself with a delicious cup of tea. And this week's mug is a Twister mug, which is, if you don't know, an ice cream, or I don't know what you'd call it in the States, is it a popsicle? I have no idea, but it's an ice cream from this country, which is yummy, but they're a lot smaller than they used to be. When I was a child, they were massive, but anyway... Comments. Priorities. And today's first comment says, are you buying the Nintendo Switch? No, I'm not. The last Nintendo console I bought when it first came out was the Wii, and I couldn't help but feel like it was just a huge gimmick. It was fun for the first week, but I worked in a gaming shop at that point, and I had to demonstrate the Wii day in, day out, and sell them to people, and I just got bored of it. Saying the same thing over and over again, I got bored of it, and I never got a Wii U, never saw the point of getting a Wii U. Actually, funny enough, my son has asked for a Wii U for his birthday, only because he wants to play Mario Kart 8, but no, the Switch doesn't really appeal to me. Like, I don't mind Nintendo games, I really like Zelda games, but I don't see the point in picking up a console just for a single game. It just kind of seems a bit pointless. I don't really like Mario games. I know that's a really, big thing. I like the old style Mario games, like the really old Mario, like NES, SNES, those kind of Mario games. But the more three-dimensional Mario games, I've never really got into. So, but no, I won't be buying one, unfortunately. And the next comment says, do you consider buying a better camera? Yes, I do. I plan on buying a better webcam as soon as I can afford to, which hopefully should be in the next few months. The way the channel has been going recently and the support I've got on Patreon has allowed me to start kind of stockpiling away a little bit of money to put towards a new webcam. That's exactly what I'm using the Patreon for, it's going into a PayPal, and it's going all 100% of the money going straight into the channel, because it'd be alright to put it in my pocket, but at the same time I'd rather put the money into the channel, and I don't have much money as it is, so I'd rather have a dedicated amount of money going into the channel, because at the end of the day I need to improve. I always constantly feel the need to improve. I'm my own worst critic by far, which is why I'm not bothered by hate comments. I am, whatever anybody in the comments can say to me, by far, I've probably said that a million times to myself. So at that point, it becomes kind of, I'm desensitized to it. But I always want to try and improve, and I'm always trying to improve my videos in little ways, whether through the editing, whether through the audio. But I'm obviously limited by the equipment I've got, and this webcam cost me £14.99 when I first started the channel, and it's a 720p 13 frames a second webcam, and it's very basic. But yeah, as soon as I can afford it, and as soon as the Patreon payments, and I'm also getting I'll actually, funny enough, start getting some ad revenue in from this month, which would be nice. That is all going directly into the channel, so if you do have ad blockers, turn them off when you're watching the videos, because it does help. Literally directly supports the channel. It doesn't go into my pocket, it goes straight back into the channel, and I personally think that's the best way of doing the channel, is all the money that comes in goes straight back in again, because in that way I can improve everything on the channel. I mean, my computer's pretty good, but as I say, webcam, my microphone's not too bad. I have a lot of people ask this. I've got a Blue Snowball. It's fairly good quality. I have to get fairly close into it, and it's for a USB microphone, it's not bad. It's really not bad at all. I'd obviously like to, at some point, get a proper condenser microphone, but they're very expensive, so that'll be way in the future. But by far the next thing that needs upgrading is that webcam, because as you can probably tell by the quality of these reading your comments videos, the image is kind of grainy, and it's not particularly great quality, and I do want to improve on that aspect. I feel that would really bring the channel up a lot. Anyway, I've been kind of jabbering about this for a while. But anyway, that's my answer. And the next comment says, for the next episode, what are your thoughts on memes? Now, I'm actually going to give you a serious answer, which I bet you didn't expect. I actually love memes, and I think they're hilarious. So, there we go. And the next comment says, Why did you change the poster next to you? Do not read more. Ooh, you troll. I almost clicked on that. I didn't, but I almost did. But anyway, why did I change the poster next to you? We got a lot of posters back. You might recognise these posters if you've been with the channel for a long time, as in over a year. They were originally here to start with. A lot of the things behind me are new. And we got a lot of the posters back from storage and decided that we'd geek this corner of the room up, because I record in our living room. And I'm in the corner of the living room. As much as I'd love to have a dedicated office, I don't have a dedicated office. I have a living room, and I have my own little corner, which I guess you could call the m.a.d corner, which is good. And it's got we put all our geeky stuff in this corner. Just, it's a nice little area to show stuff off. But there's a Harley Quinn poster here and my Doctor Who poster here. There's also, well, there's some pictures of the kids in the background. You can probably see them when they were babies. And, the World of Warcraft poster is actually up the top. I don't know if you can see it in this shot. I've also got a Fallout, the poster that came with Fallout 4, which is all the Vault Tech stats, the strength, endurance, etc. That's all up the top there. So, and I've also got my this is a shout out to my sister-in-law. That's her art. That cat is her artwork, which I'll put a link to her page in the description. I'm sure she'll probably thank me later. And the next comment says, do you have a PO box? No, I don't, unfortunately. They cost money to have, and there's not enough interest in one at the moment, I'd say. Maybe in the future. I mean, that'd be pretty cool, but at the moment we don't, unfortunately. If that ever changes, you guys will be the first to know, I promise. And the next comment says, do a full video of you eating an apple and name it Finding 1 Million in a Trash Can. Now, Dawn found this comment hilarious, which is why I've included it, but I don't get it. So I want you to explain to me in the comments what on earth this is about, because I don't get it. Is it some type of really, like, meta thing? I don't know. I need help. Dawn just laughed. So, I don't know. And the next comment says, m.a.d, what do you think about Jack saying stuff about Pewdiepie? I would love to hear your point of view. Well, I did answer this in the comments, but you know, a lot of people don't read all of the comment section. If you don't know what's happened in the last couple of weeks, there was a whole lot of drama, and I tend to stay away from internet drama. It's not my place to get involved in things that I don't have a personal stake in, but, you know, I'm allowed to have an opinion, I suppose. And just my general opinion is pretty much everything got blown way out of proportion. Things were said, things maybe shouldn't have been said, and, you know, everyone is just going about their day. I think Jack and Felix are still friends. I think they still talk, and I don't think that this has affected them in any way, shape or form. I think everyone is, again, blowing this way out of proportion. So, this is the thing, I suppose. Everybody has their favourite YouTubers, and, you know, you've got people who like Jack and you've got people who like Felix, and the two can coexist together, but then if, for instance, Jack said something about Felix or Felix said something about Jack, then they'd probably just get on with it and laugh it off. But possibly the fan base might not, and might move, like, hold a grudge. But personally, I don't. I do watch pretty much all of Jack's stuff, and I watch a few PewDiePie videos, and yeah, I don't have a problem. I do have a problem with what Felix said, but I'm not offended by it. I just think that the joke was slightly tasteless. If you haven't heard what's going on, then you've not been on the internet and you've been living under a rock. And the next comment is something I don't normally feature. I don't like to toot my own horn too much by posting these kind of nice comments where I'm always just praising myself, because you guys are really, really sweet, and it really warms my heart from the comments I get. But this one says, really entertaining. I was taking a break off homework and I found your channel. Turns out I got a longer break than I intended. Keep on doing what you're doing. First of all, thank you. Second of all, I'm really sorry about your homework. I hope you managed to get it finished, and that was the main reason that I've included this comment, which is to apologise for helping you procrastinate. I'm very sorry. And the next comment says, does it feel weird just talking to a camera? Not anymore, it doesn't, no. It used to be very, very weird, like when I first started. If you go back and watch some of my early videos, especially the one where I first did a face cam, which was a game called Hotel Remorse, which was an indie horror game, I was really nervous. Like, you can tell from watching that camera how nervous I was talking to a camera. I just did not know what to do at all. But now I don't feel nervous at all. In fact, I know for a fact I'm not necessarily talking to a camera. I'm talking directly to everybody out there, which is kind of weird, I guess, but I've got used to it because I get the feedback now. So it's not weird anymore. It's like anything in life. You get used to something the more you do it. And in this case, you know, the more I do YouTube, the more confident I get in it, which is good. And hopefully I come across as being fairly confident at least anyway. And this is the last comment for today, and I normally don't like to focus on negatives, but this comment says, "You're fat." Right, we're going to focus on the particular negative of this comment. Your grammar is atrocious. It is Y-O-U''RE. You are fat. Thank you very much. But the main reason I put this on here is not for that. The main reason I put this comment in here is to let you guys know that I am not bothered in the slightest by this negativity. At all. Not bothered at all. And I wanted to just share my thoughts on why I'm not bothered with it. I know I have a little bit of a squidgy belly. Yeah, okay, maybe I could do with losing a few pounds, but I'm happy in my own skin, and I think that that is really important, that you should not feel that you have to be skinny to be happy. I normally make these videos kind of humorous and, I don't normally take them... Well, I do take them seriously, but I don't take all the comments seriously. But I just wanted to say to you guys out there that you should be comfortable with yourself, no matter what size you are, no matter what gender you are, no matter what your sexuality is. You should be comfortable with yourself, and you should not listen to anyone, because at the end of the day, everybody's opinion is just that. It's an opinion. Just because one person says it doesn't mean everybody else thinks it. Now, I don't like to preach morals, and I don't like to preach... But I feel like in this position I have something to offer, in that someone has called me on something that to some people I may be considered fat. To myself, I don't consider myself to be fat. I am slightly overweight, that's fair enough. But at the same time, I'm happy. I don't really care. I exercise, I'm healthy, I walk about a lot, I have a dog to walk. It's not like I'm sitting on my arse all day. And so, if it starts to become a problem, I will deal with it. That's just the thing. But anyway, I've been rambling long enough. So please don't get too defensive in the comments. This person is entitled to their opinion no matter how horrible and judgmental they are. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But I just wanted to try and share some kind of positivity out to you guys. So as I said, whatever body you have, whatever, and especially in this current climate, in the current world we live in, just remember that no matter who you are, no matter what you are, there is someone out there who loves you. And of course, I love you for being here. So thank you very much. And I hope you all have an awesome day. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.